And when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1-2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the brand spanking new RP Lumber Center in Edwardsville. We are here because we got some ice hockey for you. Collinsville getting ready to take on the Edwardsville Tigers in their new home rink. I'm Todd Duke, glad that you're with us here on a very chilly Thursday evening on the Kahok Sports Network. Only, 9 days away from Christmas? Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope your Christmas shopping is going okay. As we welcome you into this contest between Collinsville and Edwardsville and into the pregame show brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center. That is just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the Kahawks have hit a little bit of a rough patch this time of the year. They are 5-5-1 under their new head coach, Craig Duffy. They have a starting the year with a 3-game winning streak. Collinsville now finds themselves on a 3-game losing streak. Collinsville ended November with a 4-2 loss to Vianney and so far are winless in December. The month started with an 8-2 loss to Triad back on the 5th before falling in a tough battle against Belleville in a 6-4 loss Monday night at Granite City. This is the 12th game of the season, 12 more to go after tonight. Edwardsville, they are 2-2 in December as they come into this game after a 6-1 loss to Vianney 1 week ago tonight. They started December with a 3-2 win against East Alton Wood River before getting rocked by defending Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association Cup champs Granite City 8-0 back on December 5th. Granite City is still rolling away with things here so far this year. Tigers followed that loss up with a hard-fought 2-1 win over Columbia the very next day. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Craig Duffy. We talked about the 3-game losing streak and how to get out of it. That and a couple more things. And we'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The OrthoGold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We get our first look at the RP Lumber Center tonight as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Edwardsville Tigers. Joining us now, Craig Duffy, Collinsville's head coach. Coach, you're in the middle of a three-game losing streak, Vianney, Triad, and Belleville, and I was at the Triad and Vianney games. From my observation, turnovers, penalties, and passing that just isn't connecting. So let me hear your take.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much a good summary. We didn't have good games those games. I think our kids would agree with that as well. And then we turned it around the last game on Monday, and I think that's the way we want to start today.
First goals, man. It seems like the other teams are scoring the first goals, and you guys got to play catch up. That's not a very good spot to be in, is it?
No, it's not. That's actually one of the messages tonight going in. So we want to get a good start and dictate the flow of the game.
All right, so I did not get to see the Belleville game. 6-4 seems like it was a pretty intense game. Tell me about it.
Well, traditional start. We get behind and battle back from a 3-0 deficit, 4-1 deficit, make it 4-4. They get a goal, 7-8 minutes left in the game. Clock drops, empty netter goal, end up 6-4. But we had good momentum. We outshot them second, third period. Just didn't have enough time. And that's what happens when you put yourself behind.
That's the one thing I like about your team, though. When you do get behind, your team doesn't quit.
No, we're a hard-working team. That's one of the things we talked about since summer. We'll never give up. We don't care who we play, when we play, where we play. None of that matters. Just go out and play hard for the full hour and 15 minutes.
All right, so your first year, I think you've played pretty much everybody one time now. Who so far in your mind has been the toughest team to compete against?
My opinion would be Granite City's pretty tough. They have 3 solid lines that can roll. Belleville was a good challenge for us, but I would say Granite's probably the top.
Outscored 18-8 in the 3 losses there, and you can't put all that on your goaltender, or maybe not even on your defense.
No, I think the Viana game, the entire team was sluggish. I didn't like the play, and nobody else liked it either. It just was an odd game for us. We were just off. And then the Triad game, I think we got our heads got the better of us, and some kids that know better didn't control themselves, and so that one got away from us. And then we turned things around on Monday, and I'm looking to see the same thing today and moving forward.
All right, so you're averaging 4.5 goals per game. If you do that every game, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win some.
Well, I'll be honest with you, my goal at the beginning of the season was 5 goals a game, so we're not quite there yet. But I like where we're trending, and I hope second time around we can make some adjustments and maybe hit that peak.
You do have a young team, man. You got 10 players that are either freshmen or sophomores, so a little bit of a learning curve there, right?
Yeah, and in fact, our goalie's a freshman, right? So he hasn't seen varsity shots until this year, which is a big difference from watching JV shots. So all around, you got kids that haven't seen the speed of the game, the passes, the crispness of it, the physicality of it. So they're learning quick, and they're kind of little sponges out there.
One of the guys I'm impressed with, man, number 22, dude, he flies.
Yeah, he's our captain, and he's rightfully so. He flies. He's a good leader on the bench, in the locker room, in school. Very good scholastically. Keeps everybody accountable, but yet holds himself to a higher standard as well. So nothing gets by him.
You are taking on Edwardsville for the second time. You guys won 5-1 in the second game of the year. What are your takeaways from that game that you can use in this game tonight?
Well, I thought they were a pretty physical team. I thought they also were fairly relentless as well. Their goaltending was very solid, even though we had 5 on them. I think we got a few of those late, and it was a lot tighter game than the 5-1 score dictated.
And you guys have been doing a very good job on the penalty kill. I mean, I remember in that game, Edwardsville had 2 chances with a 5-on-3, and you guys shut them down.
Yeah, I don't know. We maybe got lucky that game. I don't want to give too many 5-on-3s away, but we got lucky. But we don't want to make that a habit moving forward.
All right, what do you want to see out of your guys tonight?
Solid start, move up and down the ice quickly, get in the zone, get behind the defense, get pucks near the net, and finish. We got the chance. We've hit a couple posts each game, past few games. We've had a few breakaways the past few games, and we're not converting, so I want to see us convert. Even just 20% of those will be in a better spot.
All right, I know this is your first varsity game here at the new RP Lumber Center, but you have played a JV game here, so your thoughts on the new place?
Oh, it's a very beautiful place. I mean, I like the rink's in good shape, boards are great, ice is good, benches are fabulous, and there's a good turnout, so everything's really good here.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
And it's Craig Duffy, your Collinsville Kahok hockey head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting rosters for both sides and opening face-off. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker. much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're running a little bit behind here tonight. It's supposed to be an 8:30 start. So we have a little bit more to talk about. How about the past of these two? Collinsville is 7-4-1 versus Edwardsville since the 2015-16 season. Teams met in the second game on this year's schedule. Collinsville won that one 5-1. Edwardsville jumped out to a 1-0 lead after one before Collinsville ended up exploding for 4 goals in the second period, 2 each from Tanner Bettis and Eric Denny. Denny would add another goal in the third to complete the hat trick. Reed Wolf, he scored the only goal for the Tigers. Tigers went 1 for 4 on the power play. Edwardsville went 0 for 5 on the power play, including 0 for 2. I heard you mention that in the pregame interview with Coach Duffy. They had a 2-man advantage, 1 for 28 seconds. And 1 for 52 seconds. There was a game right before this, and boy, it was a good one. Triad and Belleville hooked up. And after a scoreless first period, the two teams traded goals in the second. So after 2, it was 1-1. Stayed that way all the way until 5 minutes left to go in the game. Triad went up 2-1. And then 3 minutes later, Belleville tied it up at 2-2. And then just 40 seconds later, Belleville got another goal. And they ended up hanging on after that and won that game by a final score of 3-2. We are just about ready to go here with this contest. One more break will be coming your way, and then we'll bring you the starting lineups. That'll be heading your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Do we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees, or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk Family. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former K-Hawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
And welcome back to the RP Lumber Center in Belleville. My name is Todd Duke. Heath Yaxis is on the camera with us once again tonight. Got some former K-Hawks in the house as the Ledbetters and the Austins are here. Both Dak and Michael, the dads of Nathan Austin and Brent Ledbetter, respectively. Of course, those of you that follow us on our Facebook page know that Nathan Austin just scored his first 2 collegiate goals for Mizzou earlier this week, so that was kind of cool to see. But both of them are now on Christmas break, and both of them are in attendance here tonight as we are about ready to go. All right, here we go. For Edwardsville, Jokas Mahler is going to be your center. Your wingers for Edwardsville is Benjamin Kuzmarek and Alex Fox. Your defenseman Sam Cook and Reed Petker. And in goal for Edwardsville is Kevin Okenowski. For Collinsville, they are here in the black uniforms. They have on the ice, Tanner Bettis at center, Lincoln Duffy on the right wing, Preston Tillman on the left wing, Glennon Bennett and Ian Yaxis are your defensemen, and Landon Radel, once again, the freshman in goal for Collinsville. We're about half a minute into this contest. Edwardsville, they bring it up, and they have on the black shorts, trousers. I don't know what you call those things. Jerseys. Got a little orange on the bottom, a little black on the shoulder. Numbers are in orange, and they have their familiar Edwardsville Paul logo on the fronts of their jerseys. Here is a shot. That one just goes a little bit wide. Might have touched the goaltender for Edwardsville. Okanowski. Is that how you say it? That's a lot of syllables, man. There's a lot of letters in this guy's name. We'll call him Scrabble. Collinsville out there in the familiar black uniforms that they've been sporting, and here is Eric Denny, number 22. We spoke of him in the pregame interview. Collinsville wearing the black uniforms, black tops, black bottoms, trimmed a little white and purple on the bottom, and they have their Kahok in purple written across the fronts of their jerseys. Here is Zagorski up against the near side boards. He has that puck lost, and Osborne shovels it with a backhand pass into the Tigers' offensive zone. Collinsville comes away with it, and here is Eric Denny. Denny gets the puck up to Andy Bennett, and that one's going to be an icing call as it jumped right over the stick of Zagorski as Bennett shot it in from the wrong side of the red line. 12-16 to play here in this first period. Glad that you're with us. A little chilly outside, and we're in for a chilly week, and then it's going to get downright cold next week. Talking temperatures in the single digits at nighttime. Burr. Face-off will come to the left of Radel. And Bradley Stone wins that one for Edwardsville. A shot that ends up going off of some skates and ends up going wide. All the way over onto the far side. Picked up by Collinsville as they try to get it out. Poked back in by Edwardsville off the far side boards and back into the neutral zone. Here is Hayden Cook. Cook for Edwardsville. Banks it off the boards in front of his bench. And then it's knocked off the puck. Collinsville finds it. And Kit Stein, who has his real number on his jersey now on the black jersey. Here is Bennett. Bennett had that puck poked away by Cook, and then Bennett couldn't find the handle on it to retrieve it. Nice job on the keep-in by Zagorski. He'll send one toward the goal. Bennett tried to get it. He couldn't. He was knocked off the puck. Up against the far side dasher boards. Here is Hearn. David Hearn tries to back it up to the blue line, but overshot it. And luckily that didn't turn into a breakaway for Edwardsville. Glennon Bennett, he shoots it all the way around the boards. Collinsville will go to the bench for a line change. All except for Andy Bennett. He's still out on the ice. And now Whitaker with it in the high slot. He takes a shot. That one goes wide. He partially fanned on that one. Didn't have a lot of miles per hour on it. And then over on the side of the net, Okanowski gloves it. Draws the whistle with 11:08 left to play here in this opening period. No score between Collinsville and Edwardsville. Face-off will come out to the left of the Tigers goaltender. And Collinsville gets the face-off. Denny had lost control of the puck and then found it again. Shot it. That one went wide. Over here on this near side post. Edwardsville, they find the puck and send it up through the neutral zone. Here is Alex Fox. Fox comes in on this near side. Denny swiped that puck right from him and shoots it off the dasher boards, and they're going to wave off icing. They're going to say that one could have been played. Doesn't make it all the way down anyway, and then it ends up being covered up. 10:43 to play here in period number one. No shots on goal yet for either of these teams. Collinsville beat Edwardsville 5-1 at Granite City. That was in game number 2 of the year, all the way back to beginning of November. Collinsville keeps the puck in. Over here to this near side corner it goes. Tracked down by Edwardsville. They try to get it out, and they will succeed. Barely across the blue line. And then Collinsville pokes it back up. Nicely done. Here is Tanner Bettis, who is back after missing a few games being sick. Bettis comes in, takes a shot. That goes high over the stick side. All the way back out into the neutral zone it goes. Picked up there by Zamoroni. He tries to flood it back into the zone, but that was blocked out by an Edwardsville player. And then back into the zone for just a moment. Collinsville gets it. Here is Denny. Comes in over on this left wing. Skates around that near side faceoff circle. Back behind the net. Tried to backhand one in front as in the slot was Bettis, but it never made it that far. Here is Glennon Bennett. Back to the blue line. Bettis lines one up. That one's a wicked shot, but that just goes wide. Over into the far side corner it goes. Edwardsville tries to track it down. They do so. And it's going to be an icing call. They're going to wave it off because Collinsville will get there anyway. And up to the neutral zone it goes. Tillman to Bettis to Duffy. Duffy back to Bettis. Shot, and that's off the blocker. And out the other side. Edwardsville comes away with it. They'll skate it in front of their bench and then shoot it over here to the general public side of this ice rink here at RP Lumber in Edwardsville. Nice place. Very clean, obviously, because it just opened up. We're up on the track. They have a track that surrounds the whole ice rink for people to run on when there's not a hockey game. And the track has got it's kind of carpeted, almost. I don't know if you call it carpeting, but it's kind of a rubberized carpeting. So a little insulation from the cold concrete floor helps keep the feet a little warm. 9:08 to play here in this first period. Icing call against Collinsville, so the faceoff once again will come down to Radle's left. And now they're going to switch it up and put it over to his right. It'll be Stone versus Bennett in the faceoff, won by Bennett. And they'll send it around their own net, Collinsville will, but they couldn't get it out far enough. And coming away with the puck is Edwardsville. Shot toward the goal, looking for a deflection, no good. Collinsville will ice it again. And last check, Blues were tied 1-1. Yep, into the first, 1-1. Kairu with the goal for the Blues. And now the faceoff will come out to Radle's left. Once again, it'll be Stone and Bennett. Won by Edwardsville. They sweep it over to the other side. Picked up by the Tigers, but they couldn't keep it in. That's a puck that's tipped out by Edwardsville, so no icing here. Edwardsville gets there first. They'll sweep it all the way around the back of the net. Comes out to this side. Zagorski, he got there first, but can't control the puck. And then it comes all the way out, and it's going to stay in on a nice keep in there by Kitstein, but they couldn't continue that forward progress, could the Kahawks. At neutral ice, right at the red line on the far side of the ice. Puck finally comes loose. Edwardsville, they pick it up. Here is Osborne. Osborne comes in from that left side, sends it all the way around the dasher boards and out the other side. Picked up there by Andy Bennett for Collinsville. He'll skate around one defenseman. Comes into the neutral zone. Over the red line. He's got a lot of room to work with. He takes a shot, and that one is off of a body part belonging to Edwardsville and into the netting with 8 minutes left to play here in this first period. One more game heading your way tomorrow to end a busy week for us as we are back into the world of basketball. On the road this time, Collinsville will be in O'Fallon. Big matchup, 2-6-2 teams will go at it tomorrow. We'll be right back here 1 week from tonight as well. Collinsville will be here at RP Lumber to take on the Triad Knights once again. Face-off won by Collinsville, trying to corral it. Duffy sends it toward the goal, but that went well wide. Over in the far side corner, Cook picks it up for Edwardsville. Still in a little scrum over there. Now it's taken by Lincoln Duffy. Duffy sends it all the way around the net. Comes out over here onto this near side for Denny. Denny fires one toward the net. Whitaker tried to tip it in. He couldn't get that puck to go one way or the other for him. And now back through the neutral zone, the puck comes, and here is Eric Denny again. Races it on the left wing, takes a shot and a save. Puck comes loose, and the rebound is covered up then by Okanowski, and we remain scoreless with 7:24 left to play here in this opening period. Both teams want to make some player changes during the stoppage in play, so they will do just that. Duffy wins the faceoff for Collinsville, and they send it back to the blue line. Picked up by Yaskis. He sends it back up to Duffy from his knees. Takes a shot, and that was fought off as the puck stays behind the net. And here is Edwardsville sending it all the way back to the blue line. Glennon Bennett sends one toward the goal. Took a couple of bounces. Those are always tricky, but Edwardsville, they handle the pressure quite well. Now it's shoved back into the Collinsville offensive zone. Cook back behind his own net will send the puck out. He finds Becker over on the far side. Collinsville intercepts. They take a shot and a save. And once again, Okanowski gets that glove on it. And that draws a whistle that stops the play with 6:48 left to go here in this first period. Once again, the faceoff will come to the left of the Tigers goaltender. Won by Collinsville. Bennett, he corrals it, trying to move up in front of the net, takes the shot, that goes wide, and then Bennett back behind the Tigers net, still with the puck, sends it out front, shot on goal, another save, and this time it's shoved aside by the Tigers netminder, and another shot by Bennett. That one goes wide. Over to the far side corner it goes. Here is Bettis. Bettis forgot to take the puck with him, and Edwardsville, they tried to get it out, whiffed on the first try, but they get it out on the second try. So the Tigers try to generate a little offense here. Here is Glennon Bennett on defense, back for Collinsville, and that puck comes rolling out of the zone. Picked up there by Megan Joy. She sends it down, but Bettis, he'll take a shot, and that one's a goal. Collinsville goes up 1-0 on a wicked wrister by young Mr. Bettis. So Collinsville finally gets the first goal of the game after 3 straight games where the opposition has scored. No assist on that goal, so Bettis scores with 6:04 to play. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville, as Collinsville right now out shooting Edwardsville 6-0. So Edwardsville still looking for that first shot on goal. So the Kahawks get to jump out front. Matter of fact, I think it was 4 games straight. Y'all go all the way back to that Highland game. Highland scored first. Collinsville ended up winning that shortened game that got canceled midway through the second period when the glass got knocked out. But Collinsville won that one 6-2, but they started off 1-0 on the downside. In that game, here comes a breakaway by Duffy. He shoots, and a save into the glove by Okanewski. And Okanewski, he has been very busy here in this first period. 5:45 left to play here in period number 1. Face-off over in the far side face-off circle, won by Edwardsville. They'll skate it around their own net and come out the other side, send it up toward the blue line, and having a hard time getting it out. They can't. Here's Zagorski. He couldn't get the shot off from the high slot, and Edwardsville ends up taking control of that puck. They wave off icing. It goes all the way down. Denny will collect it back behind his net. He'll send it up into the neutral zone, and tripped up there was Duffy, but no call on the play. That puck goes all the way back into the far corner, comes around here on the near side. Zagorski trying to stop it, comes out toward the blue line. Zamoroni kept it in. Here is Kit Stein. He can't find the handle on that puck, and then Edwardsville will just send it out, and it'll go all the way on goal. So that'll take care of the icing call as both teams make wholesale player changes. Here comes Collinsville, and here once again is Eric Denny. Denny comes up on the left wing, puts on a nice move and a shot and a save, and the goaltender, Okanewski, had no idea where it was. Back to the blue line it goes. Collinsville keeps it in as they continue applying pressure. That shot that came all the way down that Radel had to stand in front of because it wasn't going to be an icing call ends up counting as a shot on goal, so that was Edwardsville's first shot on goal. Here's Bettis in a shot and a save. Nope, that one's in. Beautifully done. Bettis to Denny, and Denny picks up the goal for Denny. That's his 11th on the year. Bettis had his 14th, and Collinsville now out front 2-0 on goals about 90 seconds apart. So not only do the Kahawks get the first goal of the game finally, they'll get the second one as well. And the Kahawks are up 2-0. Kahawks still with the puck. Shot up through the neutral zone. Glennon Bennett tried to keep it in. He couldn't. And now Edwardsville. They bring it up over here on the right wing. Shot toward the goal. Not sure if that was on goal or not. It was at the side of the net. But Radel put out that blocker leg and made sure that it wasn't going any farther than that anyway. Over onto the far side, right in front of the Kahawk bench. That puck pops into the Kahawk bench, and that will stop play with 3:55 to go here in this first period. Hope everybody's ready for Christmas. I still got a couple of things left to do, but other than that, I think I'm like 90% finished. Yaxis back behind his own net. Didn't get enough on the pass, trying to whip it around the boards to Zagorski, but Collinsville finally does get it out. Edwardsville, they send it back in. And here is Glennon Bennett trying to send it out. That's stopped by Fox. Fox sends it up. Shot from the slot. That's easy to say. Gets denied by Radel. Over here to this near side corner it goes. Glennon Bennett, he'll send it up to his brother Andy Bennett, and then it'll get knocked back the other way by Fox. Once again, Glennon Bennett steps in front, trying to knock it up to Zagorski, but he couldn't get that bouncing puck to stop for a second, and it didn't get very far. Now it comes out to Andy Bennett. He'll go back behind his own net, gets past one Tiger defenseman, and then he'll send it up into the neutral zone. Not very hard with that shot, but Bennett will get it back and skate it in. Glennon Bennett trying to keep it in. He can't. And that puck will go all the way down the ice for an icing call against Edwardsville. 2:54 left to play here in this first period. Collinsville up 2-0 on goals by Bettis and Denny here in this first period. Not sure of the goal leader for Edwardsville. They are Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association is a little tardy in getting some of these games on their website, and they only have Edwardsville down to scoring 12 goals total, and I think they have more like 30. So I won't even begin to pretend to tell you who I think the leader might be in goals for this team, but that's a story for another day. Here is Denny, and a glove save. And the only reason that I have all my goals counted for Collinsville is because I know who scored what goals on what day, and I've got a spreadsheet on my computer that I just update whenever I do a game, or even when I don't do a game. I know who scores the goals, and it's a lot easier for me that way. The only thing I really don't know about is goaltender numbers as far as goals against average and save percentage, because that requires shots on goal. Through the neutral zone, here is Bettis. Bettis comes flying in on the left side, takes a shot, but I think he partially fanned on that one, but they're trying to poke in. The rebound was Lincoln Duffy, and he almost caught Okanewski off guard. 2:11 left to play here in this first period. 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. And the face-off over in the far side face-off circle. Won by Collinsville. Backhand shot and a save. Bettis vying for goal number 2. He had 2 in the previous matchup between Collinsville and Edwardsville. Another face-off, same spot. Won by Collinsville. Send it over here to these near side boards for Denny. Denny had a hat trick in that game against Edwardsville back in November, and another glove save there by Okanewski. Collinsville out shooting Edwardsville right now 12-2. Speaking of 2, we have 2 minutes left here in this first period. Faceoff will come to this near side circle now, and kicked all the way out of the zone by Collinsville. Zamoroni back to Denny, off the boards. Off of Duffy's stick, and down the ice it goes. Osborne and Duffy. Duffy crashes him into the boards, comes away with the puck. Back behind the net. Here's Duffy once again. Back over here to this near side corner. 90 seconds to go here in period number 1. Here is Bettis. Bettis gets shoved from behind, stays with the puck, and then gets hit by Osborne. Tigers, they come away with the puck. Through the neutral zone. Denny, he collects it. Circles in front of his own bench. Gets past one defender. Got a couple more standing in front of him. He splits the pair and tries to get the shot off, but by then it was a little bit too late. Then he tried that twirl around backhander. Here is Kitstein with a shot all the way back from the blue line, and that is suffocated by Okanewski. .104 left to play here in this first period. Face-off once again will come to the right of Okanewski. Andy Bennett couldn't win that one. Edwardsville trying to get it out of Collinsville's offensive zone. They're having a hard time doing that. Hearn, the freshman, he's there. Poked back in by Whitaker. Back behind the line it goes. Edwardsville back behind their own net. Sends it over to the far side, right in front of the Edwardsville bench. Collinsville, ooh, that was a nice try trying to keep that in for Glennon Bennett, but he didn't, and this is what the price you pay as a little breakaway. Saved by Radel. All the way over to the far side corner it goes. Whitaker, he gets it out of the zone, and Edwardsville will have to tag up. Collinsville to the neutral zone. 3-on-1 over there. Edwardsville comes away with it, sends it over to the far side, and tipped there by Andy Bennett. He does get it across the blue line, stays with it, puts on a move, gets around one player, and then leaves the puck for his brother Glennon. 15 seconds left here in this first period. Glennon trying to get around the defenseman. He does. Puck slapped over into the corner. Picked up over there by Whitaker, but he couldn't handle it, and it ends up coming across the blue line. 5 seconds left to go, and Edwardsville trying to get one more shot before the period ends, but they will be unable to do that. End of one period of play. Collinsville gets a goal from Bettis and Denny about 90 seconds apart, and that's where we stand right now, 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. Back with the second period in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Once again, we welcome you back to the RP Lumber Center here in Edwardsville. Todd Duke is my name. Big thank you to Heath Yaxis over on the camera, helping us out once again. As we are ready for period number 2, we switch ends. Radel in goal to your left, and Okanewski in goal to your right. And that is where Denny is heading right now for Collinsville after the Kahawks win the opening faceoff. Here he is, right in front it goes, and in on a goal by Zagorski. And he picks up his third goal of the year, and Collinsville quickly makes it a 3-0 contest. Well, that's what I'm talking about. That was just 11 seconds into this period, and Collinsville out to a 3-0 lead. Looking for more, the Kahawks are. Bettis knocked off the puck. All the way down it goes. They waved off icing. That one shot all the way back down, all the way around the boards, and that's going to be an icing call against Collinsville. So Zagorski picks up his third goal of the year. Bettis, number 14 on the year. And Denny picks up number 11 on the year. This faceoff is going to come out to the right of Radel. And Andy Bennett, once again, wins that faceoff. Duffy ends up with the puck on his stick, has it knocked off. Bennett comes up with it, sends it up to Duffy. Duffy tried to get around the defenseman, couldn't do it. So Edwardsville sends it back out into the neutral zone. Tigers take over. Petker gets slammed into the boards by Duffy. Over into the near side corner it goes. Petker, he stays with it and sends it all the way back around Collinsville's net. Over into the corner it goes. Trying to pick it up over there is Glennon Bennett. He couldn't. Comes all the way back around. Tigers, they get there first. They keep the puck in the zone, and through the slot it goes. Now we're going to have a penalty coming up. This one's going to go against Collinsville. So we'll have our first power play of this game, and the first power play will belong to Edwardsville. Edwardsville 0 for 5 on the power play. in that first matchup of the year against Collinsville. Tigers had a couple of 5-on-3s, one for a half a minute and the other one for almost a minute, but could not score. Collinsville's had a couple of shorthanded goals this year as well. Faceoff will come out to Radle's right once again. Kitzstein in the penalty box. Collinsville, they come up shorthanded. Here is Denny. He gets ran into by Cook as that puck gets into the zone, but Collinsville, they're trying to keep it there, but a race to the puck was won by Edwardsville. Edwardsville, they finally get it out. And the Tigers come up. Andy Bennett, he intercepts, sends it back into the neutral zone. Here once again is Denny, off of the stick of Duffy and right on goal, and Okanuski will just cover it up. 12:07 to play here in period number 2. Collinsville up 3-0. Edwardsville on the power play for another 90 seconds. Faceoff will come out to the left of Okanuski, and it's won by Duffy. Collinsville gets it out all the way back to the line. Shot, that one goes wide. Here is Duffy, he gets the rebound, takes it back around the Tigers' net, looking for a little help up front, nothing doing. Collinsville doing all this while they're shorthanded. Another chance and a glove save by Okanuski. And Collinsville doing yeoman's work here on the power play by Edwardsville. Canucks are shorthanded, but sure doesn't look that way. Faceoff will come out to the right of Okanuski. One again by Collinsville. Shot toward the goal. I don't think Okanuski saw that one. Lucky for him, it went wide. He reacted very late. That puck was already behind him by the time he reacted. Back behind the Tigers' net, the puck goes once again. Glennon Bennett, he's trying to push and shove his way into puck possession, but that didn't work. Tigers get a hold of the puck. Here is Fox. Fox loses the puck on a nice play by Denny. Duffy trying to get the puck off of Petker's stick, and now Duffy's going to go off for tripping, and once again, Edwardsville is going to have themselves a 5-on-3 advantage here for 50 seconds. Slashing is the call. And that one is going to go against Duffy, so the Kahawks playing a little 5-on-3 hockey here, and here is Bettis breaking away with it. Bettis in between some defensemen, takes the shot, and he got saved, man. I don't even know where that puck went, but ends up coming out the other side. Collinsville down 2 players, still managing to create some offense. Back to the blue line it goes. Denny keeps it in. Off the high glass. Ends up going back behind the Tigers' net. Canucks are down 2 players for another 15 seconds. Back to the neutral zone it goes. Glennon Bennett tries to send it back up ice and kill a little bit of that time. Bettis ends up taking control of the puck. He'll send it back to Denny. And then they'll send the puck all the way over to Glennon Bennett once again, trying to at least get one of their guys back. And out of the box comes Kitzstein. And he'll go to the bench, and instead, Andy Bennett will come off. Tigers get control of the puck, and it goes over into the far side corner where it's picked up by Denny. Denny races around behind his own net. Now there's a minute to go in the one-man advantage here for Edwardsville. 10:15 to go here in the second period. Collinsville up 3-0. Over to the far side once again for Bennett. Bennett, he'll send it up into the neutral zone for Bettis. Bettis. He'll try to find Glennon Bennett. He does so, and Bennett couldn't get the shot off as that puck ended up racing on him. And it comes back to the neutral zone once again. Denny does a little back skating, comes forward, over to the near side face-off circle, puts a shot on goal, goes up high behind the net. Over to the far side corner it goes. A diving player for Edwardsville trying to get that puck. And then the Tigers do get it, and Collinsville intercepts in the neutral zone. Only 10 seconds left to go, and the man advantage here for Edwardsville. Short-handed, a chance again. Backhand shot, couldn't get it up there, could Andy Bennett. Ends up going back behind the net. Edwardsville fighting for their lives here on the power play. Collinsville has definitely had more opportunities, as I believe that Edwardsville hasn't yet had a shot on goal, even though they've had 2 power plays, one on a 2-man advantage for 50 seconds. Here is Bennett. penalty is over. Both teams back to full strength. Here is Denny. Backhands it into the zone even deeper. Bettis comes away with it in the face-off circle. Skates in front. Tries to put a backhand in. Couldn't get it going. His the stick was held up by an opposing stick. Now he turns around, takes a shot. That's off a defenseman. And then Edwardsville will send the puck all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing call against the Tigers. Tigers are a bit discombobulated here in this one. Did not register a shot on goal on back-to-back power plays, including 50 seconds of a 5-on-3 power play for Edwardsville. They keep on changing the face-off on these icing calls. Everybody was gathered over here on this near side. Now it's over to the far side. Face-off again won by Collinsville. They try to keep it in. They can't. Comes out to the neutral zone. Here is Glennon Bennett. He'll backhand it in off the high glass. It goes all the way down into the corner and takes a ride back behind the Edwardsville net. Picked up there by Denny. And he sends a nice puck out to Hearn. And Hearn had his stick lifted and could never get off a shot. Off the glass. Back to the neutral zone it goes. Here is Bradley Stone for Edwardsville. He gets run off the puck by Bennett. Bennett stays with it back behind his own net. Comes out. Sends the puck up to Whitaker. Whitaker sends it up to Duffy. Duffy couldn't keep it in. Whitaker in a battle over there against the boards with Matthew Licking. And the Tigers come out with the puck, but Duffy throws that stick toward the puck and interrupts the flow. Over on the far side, here is Zagorski with a shot. That just goes wide. Well, Zagorski already has a goal in this game, looking for another. Puck into the neutral zone by Edwardsville. There is Looking again. Has that puck taken away by Denny. Denny backhands it into the neutral zone, goes all the way down the ice where it's played by Okanuski. And then Collinsville keeps it in. Whitaker sends it all the way around the board. Zagorski trying to chase it down. Osborne's going to get there first. Collinsville keeps the puck in. On the blue line, puck knocked over the glass. And into the Kahawks bench. No, out of the Kahawks bench. 7:17 left to play here in period number 2. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks out shooting Edwardsville 19-3. So Edwardsville still has yet to register a shot on goal here in period number 2. Kahawks win another faceoff. Shot toward the goal. That one is shoved aside by Okanuski. Rebound comes all the way out for Edwardsville. Tigers get it, coming through the neutral zone, 2 against 2, but they'll just dump and chase. And Collinsville will get there first. They'll send it around the boards. Zagorski couldn't hold it in. Foley does, takes a shot toward the goal. That one goes wide. Over onto the far side, another shot. That one goes wide on the near side post. Here is Foley again. Sends one up to the front, but nothing doing there on a shot. Collinsville comes away with it, and here is Tanner Bettis. Bettis gets it up to Tillman. Tillman into the neutral zone, couldn't hold on to the puck, so it goes back to the defense. And Collinsville will bank it off the boards and send it down the ice, where they'll try to keep it in. Here is Denny doing just that. Wrestles the puck away from Hankins. Now Denny back behind the Tigers' net. Backhand, Bettis in front. Denny, shot, save. And then sprawling out to make sure there was no rebound was Okanuski. And that'll stop the clock with 6:19 left to play here in this second period. We end our week tomorrow with a little boys basketball action. Should be a good one. 6-2 O'Fallon hosting 6-2 Collinsville. Next week we have a light schedule. We have a girls basketball game at Granite City on Tuesday, and then we'll be back here for hockey against Triad 1 week from tonight, and then that'll do it until the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. Got to take about 5 days off to rest the vocal cords, you know. Kahawks. Here's Denny. Enters in from the right wing. States it back toward the middle. Over to the far side, gives it up for Tillman. Or excuse me, that's Andy Bennett. Back to Bennett. And then Zamoroni ends up knocking that puck farther into the zone as Edwardsville was getting ready to clear the zone. Here once again is Bennett. He'll send one right through the blue paint. And over on the far side, it's Kitstein. Kitzstein sends it into the corner. Bennett couldn't hold it in. Trying to is Zamoroni. He couldn't. Becker comes away with it for Edwardsville. And then Duffy finds a loose puck, and he'll send it back into the zone, and then he'll get ran into. And then Fox ends up with it for a split second, but Zamoroni found the loose trash and sends it over to Denny. 5:15 left to play here in period number 2. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville. Andy Bennett trying to put on a little stop-step move and lost the puck in the process. Glennon Bennett, he'll send one toward the net, and that one is actually on goal, shoved into the corner by Okanuski. And then a loose puck. Bennett sends it over to the far side for Yaxtis. Yaxtis backhands it up for Kitzstein. Back to Yaxtis it goes. And now we're going to have a whistle. We're going to have a penalty coming up. And we're going to have a high sticking call. Looks like it's going to go against Lincoln Duffy, and Collinsville is going to be shorthanded once again. Third power play for Edwardsville, and they never generated a shot on their first 2. Well, we're going to have coincidental minors is what it's going to be. Looks like they're going to go ahead and send off Darian Becker as well, so no power play for Edwardsville. We will remain 5-on-5. I did not see what happened. Face-off won by Collinsville. They try to keep it in, but well, they do. Nice play up against the boards there by Glennon Bennett. He'll send it back down into that far side corner. Comes back behind the net for Bettis. Bettis with his head up, trying to look for somebody to give him a little bit of help. He'll continue taking it himself. Trying to find Yaxis, who was at the blue line, but Yaxis couldn't keep it in. And Ian will go back and collect the puck himself. Send it around the elbow here on the near side corner. Loose puck picked up by Collinsville. Glennon Bennett sends it up into the neutral zone for Bettis. Bettis races up the left wing, cuts into the middle, but Cook had his skates in the way, and that puck ended up being knocked off, and now Bettis comes back up with it again. Over into that far side corner. Cook trying to sweep it around, but it ran into a bunch of bodies instead. Bettis, he comes up with it again through the skates of one of the defensemen at the blue line. Bettis with the backhand, skating around with it. Still had Tigers can't knock it off his stick. He still has it, does Bettis. Now he'll send it back behind the goal. Knocking it up front, trying to find David Hearn out front for Bettis once again. Bettis over into the far side corner. Will circle in front and tries to get off a backhand shot, but he got bumped off the puck at the last second. Now a loose puck comes all the way out. Yaxis with it through a defenseman's legs. Back to Bennett. Turns around, takes a shot. That one's tipped off of a skate wide. And then up against the post. Shot there by Hearn. Almost snuck in, but Okanuski managed to make the save. And that will stop the clock with 3:23 left to play here in the second period. I understand they're still having ice problems over at the McKendree Recplex. We don't have a game scheduled there until the new year. We're hoping they get that figured out in time. And a loose puck in front. Tillman puts it in. It'll go in, and he's trying to bank it off of the goalie, and I don't think he did. No celebrating going on over there. I don't think they even know where the puck. Oh, there it is. In the blue ice. I like Tillman's idea, though, while the goaltender sprawled out on the ground, because the puck was behind the red line, so there was no way he was going to get a shot actually on goal. So he was behind the goal, so shoot it and hope that it banks in off the backside of the goalie, and it almost worked. Zamoroni sends a high one up. That one's knocked down. Shot, no good. Goes a little bit wide. Collinsville controlling the play once again. Here is Denny. Denny at the blue line takes a shot. That's off of the shins of Foley. And then the puck dangerously in front. Collinsville couldn't corral it. Zamoroni trying to get it around Joy. And it comes out. Here's Andy Bennett. Bennett sends it back over to this side for Preston Tillman. Tillman forgot to take the puck with him. Oh, nice intercept there by Andy Bennett. He'll skate around in front. Tillman was on his backside, or else he would have been in a perfect spot for a shot from the slot. But Collinsville comes away with it anyway. Here is Denny. Denny sends the puck up to Bettis. Bettis comes in, high slot, shot and a goal! Oh boy! Tanner Bettis from the high slot lets a quick wrister go and ends up in the back of the net for a 4-0 Collinsville lead. So Bettis gets his second of the night, 15th of the year. And it's 4-0 in favor of Collinsville, and the Tigers still have not registered a shot here in this second period. Collinsville has controlled the play. To the far side corner it goes, picked up by Denny. Back behind his net. He'll send it over into that corner for Bettis. Bettis off of an Edwardsville stick. Couldn't get it out, so they'll have to go chase it down again. And here once again is Denny, back to Bettis. Now Bettis takes his turn back behind the Tigers' net. Up to the blue line, not out. Edwardsville sends one toward the goal. Comes loose, shot. That one goes a little bit wide. I think that was actually off the stick of Radel. And once again, Bettis comes away with it. He'll race it up into the neutral zone. Across the center red line. Into the offensive zone, right between the legs of Osborne. Bettis with it once again. Over into the far side corner. Puts on the brakes, tries to send a pass into the slot, but that one misses everybody. It's off a skate and back into the neutral zone. And Edwardsville trying to keep the puck going the opposite direction. And then Hearn gets tripped up. He runs into the Edwardsville player. Loose puck picked up into the neutral zone by Bettis. Tanner Bettis flies in from the left side. Tries to do a zig and a zag, but he got caught in the middle of the zig and lost the puck in the process. Yaxtis keeps the puck out of the offensive zone. Tigers will have to tag up, and they'll have to tag up again. They had a guy in the zone, and then the guy carrying the puck in kept on going. Whistle on the play, 1 minute to go here in period number 2. Collinsville up 4-0 so far. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second. Neutral zone face-off right below our location here. And won by Collinsville, and they'll send the puck down. It floats into Okanewski, and he'll cover it up, and that'll stop the clock with 53.3 to go here in period number 2. Far side face-off circle. Another face-off won by Collinsville. Puck sent wide of the net. Comes out here onto this near side. Yaxis. He tries to send it back up deeper into the zone, but can't do it. Andy Bennett, he got a hold of the puck. Edwardsville stopped it with a glove. Knocked down there by Cook. And then Collinsville going back to work. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett takes a shot, and that one's into the glove of Okanewski with 29.2 seconds to play here in this second period. Edwardsville making some line changes here, as the faceoff will be to the left of Okanewski. It'll be Bennett. He'll win it, send it up to the corner, but Cook is the one who tried to take it over first. Lost it. Yaxtis can't keep the bouncing puck from leaving the zone. And then a turnaround through the neutral zone pass there by Glennon Bennett. Goes back behind the net. Andy Bennett comes up with it, takes a shot. Oh, that puck was sitting right there in the crease. Edwardsville had a defenseman back there that swatted it out of the way just in time. And the final seconds winding down. That puck knocked up into the air, and that is the end of period number 2. We will head to the third period. Collinsville, they have themselves a 4-0 lead. Back with period number 3 in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than Elsie's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, Elsie's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. Elsie's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Back here at the RP Lumber Center in Edwardsville, 4-0 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks outshot Edwardsville in that second period, 14-0. Edwardsville could not even muster a shot on goal, despite the fact that they had some power play time in that second period as well. Had a 5-on-3-man advantage with 50 seconds, too, and they couldn't get a shot on goal. We're underway here in period 3. Oh, what a hip check that Cook threw into Denny. Denny bounced off the boards like a 16-year-old should. Tell you what, if that would have happened to me, I'd be in the hospital for about a week in traction. Over into the far side, Hearn gets it out. Collinsville, as they attack the left side once again as we've switched ends. Edwardsville, they come through the neutral zone trying to connect a pass to Fox, but that finds the stick of Denny instead. Denny knocks it up through the neutral zone where it's picked up by Zagorski. Zagorski banks it off the boards, back behind the Tigers' net, and Collinsville chases it down. Hearn gets there first, but no one there to feed it to. And it comes all the way out here on the near side, and back through the neutral zone it goes. Zamoroni, he'll chase it down and get there first. Back over to Denny with a backhand. Denny sends it up to the blue line where Bettis picks it up. Bettis has 2 goals. Collinsville tips it into the offensive zone, but Edwardsville, they were there first to knock it right back out. Comes out, catching Edwardsville on a line change. Here comes Denny. Denny races through one, can't get the shot on goal. That one actually goes through the legs. Did that go in? It did. That one caught the goaltender, Okanewski, off guard, and Denny picks up his second goal of the game. Five to nothing in favor of Collinsville. So things just not bouncing right for the Edwardsville Tigers here in this one, but they're bouncing very well for Collinsville. An accidental goal. I know there was a shot on goal, but that one was bouncing, and Okanewski jumped on top of it, but he was a little bit too late in doing that. By the time he hit the ice, it was already through. That's going to be an icing call. Well, they're going to wave it off. Here is Andy Bennett. Bennett banks it right off the boards and right into the skates of the linesman. Andy Bennett trying to pick it up. He couldn't. Tillman, he gets a hold of it and sends it out of the zone. Trying to stay with it, but Edwardsville, they get it instead, and that puck partially stopped by some skates. Denny whiffs. He gets the puck back, and he'll send it off the boards right in front of his bench. Edwardsville, they'll send it right back into their offensive zone. 12 minutes to go here in this third period. 5-0 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Duffy, 2-on-1 with Tillman. Shot, and that one shoved aside by the glove of Okanewski. And a backhander toward the goal. That one shoved aside as well, and Okanewski will hold on to it. And that'll stop the clock with 11:46 to play here in this third period. I like this rink. Another reason I like it is because they start their games at 7 and 8:30 instead of 7:30 and 9. I know it's only a half hour, but on a school night, I appreciate that extra half hour. Far side faceoff, won by Collinsville. Glennon Bennett back at the blue line. Pops one up in the air off a stick and out of play. That was off of the stick of number 87. I don't have an 87 on my roster, and he's the only player for Edwardsville who doesn't have a name on the back of his jersey either, so I just call him old number 87. Collinsville wins another faceoff. Back to the blue line it goes for Yaxis. Kept in by Tillman. He'll send it over to the far side corner where it's picked up by Andy Bennett. Bennett gets around one defenseman. and puts on the brakes, comes back the other way, has that one popped up into the air, shot. That one goes wide and comes back out here to this side. Glennon Bennett keeps it in and sends the puck up right into the chest of Hankins, and I think that surprised him. Here is Andy Bennett from the slot, takes a shot, saved by Okanuski. Over into the corner it goes for Tillman. Tillman sends it back behind the Tigers' net. Into the corner it goes. Bennett does a nice job intercepting that from old number 87. Here is Petker. He'll send it up the boards, but not out. Bennett, he'll send one off of the legs of Tillman. It comes off of his thigh and then over under the far side boards, and here is Andy Bennett to Tillman with a shot. Oh boy, that was a great one-timer, but the puck was rolling and he didn't get enough on it. There's a shot toward the goal, and Bennett tries to tip that one in. Comes rolling out the other side. Bennett once again with it, trying to send it to his brother at the blue line, but Andy couldn't hold that one in. He'll have to go chase it into the neutral zone. Tigers with another line change. Here is Glennon Bennett. Bennett races between two defensemen. Stays with it. Off some skates to Duffy. Duffy lost the puck. Comes all the way out, and that's going to be an icing call. Icing is the call. 10-12 left here in period number 3. Puck will come all the way down, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Okanuski. Won by Collinsville. Denny, he collects it. Skirts the blue line. Pass shot, kind of, so to speak, to Zamoroni, but again, that puck was bouncing. Zamoroni couldn't get a shot off. Comes out front again. This time it jumps over the stick of Zamoroni. Edwardsville, they get it out into the neutral zone, but Collinsville sends it right back into the offensive zone. Kitstein sends it all the way down into the corner. Edwardsville takes over from there, sends it right back to that corner, but it comes up, and Bettis back to the blue line. Zamoroni sends it all the way back around the elbow from the far side to the near side. Trying to keep it in was Bettis. He couldn't. Comes out to the neutral zone. Here is Fox. Fox comes in. Yeah, well, that was more of a pass. Goes through the slot area, and Collinsville, they come up with it. And they'll send it into the neutral zone. Edwardsville has a shot on goal in this period. They went a whole period, the second period, without a shot. Had 3 in the first, now they're up to 4. Back behind the Tigers' net it goes, and all the way around the boards. Bettis will keep it in, sends it up to Denny. Denny from the high slot takes the shot, and a kick save there by Okanuski. Into the corner it goes, and back around the net, and over here to the near side corner. Once again, out to the blue line. Thought Denny was going to get it there for a minute, but puck never made it out to him. The Edwardsville player falls down. They'll send it down ice, and then they'll go for another line change, will the Tigers. Here is Denny. Denny through the RP Lumber logo here at center ice. Duffy, high slot. Tried to do a little shovel pass, but never made it. That puck comes out of the zone, and it'll be offside. .8:16 left to play here in this third period. You know, the movie The Great Outdoors. The old 96er. Osborne sends it back to the neutral zone, and old number 87 couldn't quite get there. The Axtis does. He'll send it up to Duffy, who sends it all the way into the offensive zone, but that's knocked back out by Edwardsville. And Collinsville again comes up with it in the neutral zone area. It's stuck in a skate for a moment, and then back to neutral ice it goes. Over on the far side in front of the penalty boxes. A little scramble and a scrum. Picked up by Collinsville. Shot toward the goal, and once again, Okanuski lost sight of that puck after he made the initial save. Didn't know where the rebound was on that shot by David Hearn. 5-0 in favor of Collinsville. 7:41 left to play here in period number 3. Kahawks out shooting the Tigers 31-4. Here is Duffy. Duffy trying to sneak one in over on the far side or make that the near side post on a little wraparound. Never got it all the way in there, and Yaxis couldn't hold it in. As the puck comes to the neutral zone once again. Sent into the Tigers' offensive zone, where Glennon Bennett playing some defense, sends it up to Duffy. Duffy, he's across the blue line into the offensive zone. Near side faceoff circle, trying to get the puck around, and he does, and then lands on his keister. Back to Glennon Bennett at the blue line. Gets around one defenseman, splits a pair, up in front, and a shot taken by Hearn, but that one was stuffed by the stick of Lucas Foley. And then Collinsville has to go back and play a little defense. Kahawks looking very impressive here, trying to break a 3-game losing streak. Defense has been outstanding. Offense hasn't been too bad either. Here is Andy Bennett up into the neutral zone. He'll come flying in over on the right side, takes a shot, and a save by Okanuski, and that one goes right into the glove, and he'll just stand there with it. 6:32 to play here in period number 3. Edwardsville 3-6-2 on the year. Collinsville 5-5-1. Kahawks win another faceoff. Wish somebody would keep track of that stat. I think Collinsville's won like 90% of the faceoffs here tonight. Tillman, he gets it, sweeps it back around the net. Chasing it down over here in the near side corner is Andy Bennett. He'll backhand it to the blue line to Denny. Denny, he'll slide a pass over to Zamoroni, but Zamoroni couldn't reach it. And then Edwardsville will knock the puck all the way down the ice, and it will have enough juice to get across that end red line. And another icing call against Edwardsville with 6:08 left to play here in this third period. Another faceoff won by Collinsville. But Edwardsville gets it, sends it all the way down. Back behind his own net, Denny. Tipped into the neutral zone and then all the way down ice, and that's going to be an icing call against Collinsville. Collinsville has maybe iced the puck 3 times in this game. That's been about it. 5:46 to go. Looks like they're going to trim this down to 2 minutes. I saw the referee going up to the bench and doing the whole peace sign thing, and usually that means we're going to take the clock down to 2 minutes. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So we have 2 minutes to go here in this third period. Face-off over here on this near side face-off circle, won by Edwardsville. They send the puck all the way into the corner where it's picked up by Collinsville. Backhanded up the post, or excuse me, up the boards to Tillman. He'll knock it back over to Denny. And Denny sends it up to the neutral zone. Andy Bennett trying to race Petker. He does. Sends it in front. Oh! And that one just went under the stick of Preston Tillman. Bettis gets it. Sends it back to Andy Bennett. Bennett trying to find someone in front. And that one gets knocked all the way around. It'll go all the way down the ice. But Collinsville will get there first. Denny will get there. And that'll take care of the icing call. 1:20 left to go here in this third period. Here comes Denny. Comes in from the left side. Gets around Cook. Comes in on the near side post. Floats one up there. I think that was off of the shoulder pad of Okanuski. And now the Tigers take over, but not for long. Bennett, he has it at the blue line. Sends one over to that far side corner. Edwardsville, they'll swat it out and up to the blue line, and paying the price was Andy Bennett, and that's going to be a penalty coming up as Bennett didn't have the puck. Collinsville will get their first power play, but it is going to come with 53.9 seconds to go. As Andrew Maurer goes off. So we'll see if the Kahawks want to add a power play goal onto their resume tonight. They'll finish this game on the power play unless, of course, they score. That puck goes all the way around the net. And Collinsville and Duffy back behind the net once again. Duffy stays with it. Collinsville has the man advantage. That one's popped up into the air and into the netting, so that'll stop the clock with 36.1 left here in this third. Blues are trailing Edmonton 2-1 after 2 periods of play. Collinsville, they're leading here 5-0. Final 30 seconds left to go in this one. And the Kahawks have the man advantage. Now, all brief as it is, here is Glennon Bennett. He takes a shot. That goes high, glove side. Comes in front again. Backhand, never made it all the way through. 15 seconds to play. Edwardsville shoot it all the way down since they're a man short. Don't worry about icing. That was actually on goal. Collinsville, they'll send the puck. Trying to get it back into the neutral zone, but it's not going to matter anyway. And this one is over. Big thank you to Heath Yaxis. Appreciate you, sir. Manning that camera tonight. Collinsville wins this one tonight 5-0. They snap a 3-game losing streak and improve to 6-5-1 on the year. Bettis with 2 goals, Denny with 2 goals, and young Mr. Austin Zagorski had the other one, and Collinsville outshot Edwardsville in this contest 32-5. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We're back at you tomorrow. We're on the road in O'Fallon. Little boys basketball action coming at you. 2 6-2 teams battling it out, Southwestern Conference style. Game scheduled for 7:30. We'll be on the air somewhere around 7:15, depending on the junior varsity game. So big thank you to Coach Craig Duffy joining us on the pregame show, and another big thank you to Heath Yaxis taking care of the camera duties here tonight. Collinsville wins it 5-0. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow, everyone enjoy the rest of your evening.